Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bhargav. I'm from Tripoli. Today we are here to discuss about biography of Arjuna Sangha. As we know that in my from the video in my first he is Arjuna Sangha. He is a mountaineer and he is sportsman. He has climbed a continental Everest. As we know that she is the first woman who has climbed a Mount Everest. She and also Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. She is also a seventh-time volleyball player in India. She has received many awards. As we know that from as we know that from the story, she was pushed from a running train by the robbers in 2011. She got many injuries and some some of injuries in spinal cords and fractures in legs, but he don't give up his dreams. He has the aim to continue to climb seven continental Mount Everest. He already climbed seven continental Mount Everest in 2000 before 2014.
Yes, but like Armasima is one of the most self-confidence person I have ever seen. So, self-confidence is an attitude about skills and it means you accept the trust and yourself. You have knowledge of your like your strength and your weakness is yours. Armasima is one of the greatest person I have ever seen. He is the seven-time volleyball champion and he is the first woman to climb Mount Everest.
Yeah, what you said absolutely correct. It's not a easy task. After being she got incident in the train of the Lucknow to Delhi when she was going. She was thrown from the passing train. Even though she got a very major accident, her leg was badly injured on the tracks. But after being injured, she didn't demotivated or she didn't give up. She after being injured also she have climbed the Mount Everest in 2013, uh, and she had motivated many of the youngsters by this. Being an amputee, she had done and motivated us by climbing. She didn't give up on her dreams. And
Yes, Hafiz, I agree with you, and many of my friends already said the point of biography of Madam Arma Sinha. I just say that by seeing the biography, we should need to acquire some points. We should need to gain some motivation from him. See, as she has fractured the leg and she has a iron rod in his left leg, even though he has such passionate and such motivated, he climbed the Mount Everest and some other mountains too. Such thing what we have to learn from him is when you want to complete the task, when you want to do the thing, you should not give up for anything. This is the main motivation what we should learn from his biography. And thing is that when you are saying the biography of Madam Arunima Sinha, I just got a thought of some story which was happened in Sir Abdul Kalam ji also. I just say about that. Uh, on the fine day when he is doing in uh, his college in aeronautics, a SR came to him and given a project to do it, and he told that to complete the project in one night. But it is not simplest thought to complete it in one night. But he given a deadline to it. The thing is that even Sir is surprised that Sir Abdul Kalam ji has completed the task in one night. But Sir has thinking that it is not an easiest task and it is not completed too. But Sir Abdul Kalam ji, how he is motivated, how passionate he was, that even it was difficult, even he know that it was a very difficult task, but he has completed it. So that passionate thing we should develop in our behavior too. That's the thing we should get motivated from many biographies, not about Sir Abdul Kalam or not about Madam Arnima Sinha. There are many biographies which motivate us in every time when you are at low level. When you listen these biographies, it gives a push up to us and that's what my point of view.
Yeah, Uday, I agree with your point, but I want to add some more points over you. Yeah, what I have learned about the madam is she was a good athlete and she was also a volleyball player and she was the first woman to climb Mount Everest. First, you have to set your goal on high, then you have to aim on it, then you have to do more hard work, then you can automatically get success on it. First, you have to do more hard work so that you have to do more points on it. As my example is, as as in 2011, Yuvraj Singh, he was suffered from cancer, but he wouldn't leave from the game. Yes, he was also in some matches. He was also suffered from blood cancer, and he wouldn't leave from it. Once you have to set your goal, you have to automatically flow through it.
Yes, I agree with the point. Arunima Sinha is the first woman to climb Everest. Not only Indian, she targeted 7 continents and highest peaks, and she did it. She believes herself and confidence every time, and she also 7-time Indian volleyball player.
No one should tell about the madam Anamashna some points, but I can give you some more briefly about him. In his train accident, he will left behind the railway track up to 2 to 3 days, but no one can see here. After 2 to 3 days, some of the railway workers will see him and admit in the hospital. The doctors say that he will not able to do anything or he is in a very critical condition. At that time, he will self-confident and boosting himself, and he will able to do everything. He will trusted, and after some more months, she will went to some a coach, a lady coach. He will ask her what's the what's your aim, what what's your aim to climb the Everest. Then she will reply, I everyone will discourage me to you can't do anything, you will clearly settle to bed, but I cannot like that words. That's why I will prove myself to this society. That's why I decided to climb the Mount Everest. Then the coach will appreciate her. Then he will train to him to climb the mountains. Firstly, she will train him to trekking the mountains. That's 4 days. She will climb the Mount Everest with a helper. Finally, she will climb the Mount Everest and hoist the Indian flag. After that, not only Mount Everest, she will climb so many mountains to climb in our India. That, in this way, he will bounce like a ball in his career to prove himself to the society.
Yes, I agree with you. She is a woman and when she was 3 years, her father was died and she take lead in her family and pick up their family through financially when she think that she has to get a job for she has to get job and to get money for her financial. She went to Delhi to correct the technical issue in her job letter. Though in the train the thieves had robbed her and thrown from the moving train to other track. Then some trains were passed out her leg and she was critically injured and she hospitalized. Though she was in hospital, she taken a critical decision that she has to climb a mountain without the leg, and she proved it in 2014. And she was very much inspired from her brother to climb a mountain. Although she proved her confidence and inspiration to all the women and everyone to do anything without any part of her life to achieve our goals.
Yes, I agree with your point. Arun Sinha was the greatest man because of he was climbed in Mount Everest and also sportsman. He's a uh, he's a self-confident as more than the because of self-confident is more trust on your life. Now see the now we see the
Yeah, when I agree with your point, but I want to add some more points. Yes, she was traveling train. Yes, she was very courageous. Yes, she was fight to robbers. Yes, when she was yes fighted, she was falling over the train. Yes, the train was passed over her. She as she got so much of pain. Yes, when you fail in your life, yes, that you are also get so much pain over that. What I want to tell about this is yes, she was physical handicapped all the time, but she was climb Mount Everest at the time. Yes, the oxygen also over in that time, but she was never give up on the time. Once you set your goal, you have to never give up on the time. Yeah, finally we conclude that we have to believe on that what you have to believe on some goals. We have to set some goals so we can automatically achieve that goal. So believe on yourself. Thank you.
And we are uh, and this is my group. Today we are going to discuss about the electrical vehicles and their future in India. In my opinion, this is the correct time to invest more on electrical vehicles in India because the diesel and petrol vehicles exhibit more pollutants and causes global warming. If we shift to the EV vehicles, then we can reduce the pollution and we can save the uh, environment. And these fossil fuels, which are the causes, main causes to extract the petrol and diesel, they are also very less in the nature, and so we have to protect them for the future generations. So for that, the introduction of the EV vehicles more and more in India is necessary. In my point of view, an electric vehicle is directly or partially powered by electricity. It uses electricity instead of combustion engine, which causes more pollution, which affects the global warming and the ozone layer.
Yes, I agree with my friend. I want to add a few points. Some of advantages and disadvantages. Advantages, advantage reduce air pollution, reduce sound pollution, zero tailpipe emission. And the disadvantage is long time charging and low speed. Maintenance cost is high.
Yes, sir. Okay, and one more point. Not only advantages, main disadvantages
low charging infrastructure, and nowadays petrol stations are more than the this, charging stations, and in rural areas it is very less to be invented. Here also there are not more charging ports to charge this compared to others, and if you are taking in rural areas, here it is having one or two, but in rural areas, in each area at least one also it is not available in that. Main disadvantages is that, and the power plant, the electrical, we are thinking that it is advantages, but main disadvantage is one more thing: the power plants which are invented, it may causes more diseases to humans also because of electric, and it adds more nitrogen oxide and sulfur oxide, and it is having.
Oh, now, add a point to that. The biggest disadvantage of the electric vehicles are they take a lot of time to charge and the charging doesn't last for a long time. Take a scenario that you're just going on a normal bike and you ran out of your petrol. You can refill the petrol, and or else you can share that petrol with your friend. You cannot share your electricity because and we cannot replace that electrical vehicle with a normal vehicle. And for normal vehicles, you cannot replace ambulance with an electrical vehicle. The speed should be fluctuate. As it has a low speed, you cannot replace it.
As far as I know, the foundation for the electrical vehicles done in around 19th century. Around 1880, it was first was introduced the electrical vehicles by Thomas Parker. Thomas Parker Company. They first invented a electrical power carrier. Use it to carry some of the some of the carriages to nearby places to reduce the fuel consumption. So, as coming to now, from the past, was developed most by improving the skills and using the better techniques to develop the electrical vehicles. Now Tesla also invented a fast running electrical vehicle, but there are some of the disadvantages, like they are burning at the time of running. So there are some of the disadvantages. So we have to overcome that and to be more used in the future.
I want to add some more points. Electrical vehicles are more efficient. It cannot produce carbon dioxide. It does not emit any harmful gases while it is working. One of the most significant benefit of the electrical vehicles is impact of our environment.
I want to add a point. It's commonly considering electrical vehicles are better for the environment, and electric vehicles are electrical vehicles relatively quiet, and they do not contribute to noise pollution. And electric vehicles are do not.
I want to add another point. In this generation, electrical vehicles offers lots of advantages for the environmental economics and also job sectors. Since they launched EV vehicles for the gain significantly provided the benefits of electrical vehicles. Major advantage of these electrical vehicles is, in my point of view, the main advantage is job opportunities. The adoption of job opportunities to increase in EV vehicles we want to set up a company about the EV vehicles. The overall economy will be increased. Job opportunities also increase.
I agree with my friend. We have so many advantages of EV vehicles because the performance is good, and it was maintenance was very less, and the cost of EV vehicles are less than fuel vehicles. And by using these EV vehicles, we can reduce our pollution than fuel vehicles, and we are getting so many job opportunities with these EV vehicles, and we are getting so many EV vehicles in our future generation. So we are having so much job opportunities.
I would
I want to add a point. Electrical vehicles have a low maintenance cost. Due to the usage of electrical vehicles, we can reduce the effect of ozone layer depletion.
I want to add you one point. Major advantage is 0 to 85 emissions.
I would like to add one more point to our discussion. As Geological Survey of India discovered lithium mines near Kashmir in September this year. Due to this, the availability of lithium-ion batteries, the production of lithium-ion batteries will be less cost and more efficient. So this is the correct time to introduce the electrical vehicles in drastically India.
As of I know that electric vehicles are most eco-friendly and they emit toxic gases in the environment, and they got less maintenance. Electric vehicles got the less maintenance than the conventional vehicles, and they got the energy security if they produce from renewable sources and the sources which are from the greenhouse gases.
Just as a team, we are finally concluding that for the better and pollution-free environment and healthy environment, we have to use electrical vehicles, and by that we can also save our some of the resources which are not can be defeated.